thought it would be. I got my house on a little piece of land. This is the place I'm gonna take my stand. But I keep living on dreams. One thing I know, that's the way it's gotta be. Am I living the American dream? I keep searching for that dream of me, hoping someday that I will see myself in American dream.
How the hell y'all doing? I hope you're doing fine. I hope you have a big smile on your face. Hell yes. I want you to feel that way today. After Tuesday's little showing there, I think everybody here needs to be smiling. Anyway, talking about smiling, Dwayne Dwizzle's in the room, so you have a reason to smile. Irene Lambert, thank you. I already see what you did, baby. Thank you very much. Dorothy Tyndall is in the room. Kelly1313. Debbie Capran, Stephanie, I love you too, baby. Christina Sanchez, Trudy Baxter. Sam is in the room, thank goodness, because we need Sam here, I'm telling you. Bunny Griffin, thank you, darling. John Mittler, Teresa Hicks, Penny Hartleman, Sue Warrior's in the room, Karen Schultz, Doug Sane, Kelly Harris is in here again, boy, out of shit. Jamie B's in the room. Wanda Bell, I'm telling you, I love, I was sitting here, mushy shit. I just love the way y'all say hello to each other, the way this show starts every damn time, and it warms my heart and it makes me smile. And so I want to thank Susan Persepi for that, for Paula Pfeiffer, Rebecca Kimball, thank you all. Anyway, it's Thursday, baby. I don't know much in the news I guess we could talk about. Just are you shitting me? Are you shitting me? This first time we met Tuesday night. We were all cranked up, see what's going to happen at the elections, and boy, howdy shit. It came through. Couldn't have been finer. Couldn't have been any better than it was. We swept every damn thing, and it sent a message, baby. And I do. I want every one of you to be pumped up. I want you to be fired up to keep this wave going, to make it build, because this is an awful election, man. We got the midterms coming up, and this is just a warm-up, baby. We need to be prepared for this shit, need to be pumped up. And the showing on Tuesday just, man, whoo, fills your heart with all sorts of love, is what it does. And so, yeah, we ain't solved all the world's problems yet. There's still shit we got to deal with. There's still shit going on. But we need to take that time to puff our chest up, baby, to let them know, yeah, we were here, baby. We were here, and our voices count. Hello, Miss Chick.
Hi, John.
Are you smiling?
Yeah. The election result. I mean, there was obviously the major one. There was ones that were too, and I think this is just a sampling. I think there was more probably across the country.
Your audio's kind of breaking up a little bit.
Is it?
Yeah.
I don't know what's wrong with it. It's been doing it for several days, and I guess we'll just have to live with it.
Okay. All right. Well, I can hear you. It just kind of breaks up. Yeah. Anyways, go ahead.
County, Pennsylvania, ousted a Republican sheriff after a deal to collaborate with ICE here this year. They decided
it just keeps getting better.
They elected a Democratic sheriff this last election. Texas, your hometown, your home state.
My home state.
Cypress Fairbanks individual intermediate school district, third in the state. Progressive won open, giving them 4-3 majority on the school.
I'm telling you.
And it
Texas
had been a
is more purple than it is red.
For a while. Yeah, that's a big flip over.
Yeah.
Georgia elected them to, let's see, for the State Public Service Commission.
Yes.
They regulate
Public Service Commission.
And the commission now has just 3-2 Republican Party, whereas it all.
Yeah.
All
we took 2 of them. We took 2 seats in that little election.
For the first time in 13 years, Dems have been the GOP supermajority in the state Senate. They have a slight majority, supermajority. Which means things could get done in there. Colorado passed Prop MM, which raises taxes, income over $300,000 per year to fund free meals, buy local ingredients meals, and provide raises to cafeteria work.
All right.
And of course, Maine, 60% margin rejected voter ID request of having to have a photo.
Boy, howdy shit.
There was other things in there with it. Some other things that happened besides.
Yes. Just besides the big news stories, the 2 governors, the attorney generals, and stuff like that. Yes, there were little races all across the country, and we took just about everything.
But there is a couple more special elections. I don't know. In this first week of December, there's a couple of states doing. There's also there's still a special election, and one of them is in election in Tennessee yet to happen. And
in Tennessee?
Speculation is that Mikey Johnson will open the government back up after the December 2nd special election.
December 2nd?
That's when the election is for this special election, December 2nd.
Kind of hoping they make a decision before then.
Oh, well, let me finish the sentence here, John.
Oh, okay,
the reason why they're saying this is because if the Republican wins, Republican beats Matt Theme. Sorry, his name is Van Epp. That if he wins, it'll offset the Arizona representative's vote, and then he can let them both in and not worry about the.
Are you shitting me?
I am not shitting you. That's all speculation, but with these guys, you got to speculate. Yeah.
You got to.
But if it doesn't happen, you just might still be on vacay for.
Boy, howdy shit.
Howdy shit.
I swear, everything we're going through is because of the Epstein files. Everything we're going to go through is a big fucking distraction. It doesn't matter how much it hurts this country. Doesn't matter how much it hurts everything. It's better than finding out who's on that list in their eyes. Yeah. I swear. He's every day you see some headline in the news where he's thinking about doing something. Look at here. He was going to go to war over in Africa over there. And, what the fuck? Because of something he saw on TV?
Because of precious minerals and things that are over there in Oak Yeah. It's not about no Christian crap.
I thought it was all about Christians being, rounded up. Yeah, anything, baby. Anything.
And the good news
That's what I'm saying. Good news?
Good news is the sandwich guy has been found not.
Yes, not guilty.
Guilty.
Not guilty of assault for throwing a sandwich.
I like salt on my, but.
Huh? What was that?
It'll be a few more minutes before you can hear me. It's just noises that go away.
Okay. All right. Well, we'll
Can't
play
do
it
anything
up.
about it.
Not a problem. Not a problem. Hey, let me thank Jeff Jolly, who came in with a $2 donation. Jeff, thank you. Thank you very much, brother. Appreciate that. Uh, what else is happening? I'm just in a good mood because of Tuesday. You know.
Well,
I mean,
and
you know.
did you happen to catch that they were trying to do press conference in the Oval Office and an incident happened? Did you see it?
I heard that he was gonna. I didn't hear the press conference. Has he done one? Did he do it?
Well, it was about some of it. Well, most of it was about the Trump RX, the drug prices. They're
Right.
going to try and bring some prices, specifically of the
The
diabetes
yeah.
type
The
2
weight
things.
loss thing that's going
Well,
on.
someone collapsed behind him. He
Oh,
wasn't
really?
talking at the he was sitting at his desk or standing near his desk. And the person was kind of behind him, and someone else was at a podium side. I forget who was talking. Someone happened to be Gordon Finley of Novo Nordisk, one of the drug companies. I'm not sure
Right.
what happened. He just fainted. And of course, we had Dr. Oz was there. He ran over
Well,
there. RF
of course.
in a
Of
split.
course.
He
Dr.
stopped.
Oz to the rescue. Did he rescue him?
Trump stood there like a statue, staring straight forward, waiting for the director to say cut.
Of course he did.
And they shoot
Because
all
that's
of
the most important part to Trump.
right.
To
They
make
shoot
sure
all the
that he's
reporters. All you
Yeah.
get for that, yeah. Oh my God! It was just the
Boy,
scene. The picture was hilarious. I hope the man's okay. I mean, I'm not
Yeah.
that I
Yeah. No,
wish
no,
anybody to ill
no.
or anything like that. Yeah. What else do I have on here? Question. Aussie Dave. He gets in here.
That guy. That guy.
That guy.
Oh man. You know he's loaded
And
to the gills.
there's a whole bunch of protests still.
Good. Those need to continue and need to get stronger. After this win that we've had, that should encourage more people to be
This
involved.
weekend alone, there's 900. There's 900 protests all around the nation.
I just love it. I just love it. Hello, Dave. Aren't you
Hi,
happy, Dave?
guys.
Aren't you in a good mood,
I'm
Dave?
super.
Oh,
Mate,
fuck
I'm
yeah.
wrapped. I'm
Good.
wrapped. It sounds
glad to hear
like
it, buddy.
there's a mandate being given to you Democrats over there at the moment, and I think the mandate is going to get stronger because the people certainly spoke out against Trump. I mean, Trump did say, in all fairness, he wasn't on the ballot,
He
so
wasn't
that's
on the
why it
ballot.
didn't. He wasn't on the ballot.
I wish he
Not
was.
that he deserved to be on the ballot. He has any right to be on a ballot. Or he doesn't need to be in any ballot because theoretically he's on his way out,
Oh, shit.
you know. But we're still getting over on what he's doing on his way in. But let me tell you, there's good news for the Epstein people, which is important to Missy Chick and everyone I'm sure in this room, is that the British have taken up the investigation and said, fuck this, we are going to find out. We are going to do our own investigation. No one is above the law. No matter who you're connected to, you will not escape the law.
Good
So
for
they're
them.
doing their own
Good
investigation.
for them.
Yep.
Because I don't have faith in the
And-
Department of Justice that we have right now. I don't.
Well, did you see Thomas Massey come out and say yesterday, listen, we know of 20 men already connected that are connected to the White House, that are very wealthy people that are sort of well known, that we know of them already. I mean, come on. And he's out there doing this interview on, it was on TikTok actually, and I don't know who the major station was carrying it, but I think it was a major TikTok interview. And, you know, and he said, he addressed Trump's hoax shit. He said, listen, no one commits suicide, apparently, over a hoax. You know? Hoax, you don't kill yourself over. So he's out there swinging hard. He's keeping active. This Thomas Massey, he's a real, he wants it released badly. And, you know, he's saying that You know, the reason we're
Good.
not in, we're not. He's called this government shutdown an Epstein recess.
That's what it
That's what he
is.
tells it.
That's what it is, I swear. Everything since this shutdown started, ever since Arizona elected a new congresswoman, and I can't remember her name right now, damn it.
Well, he brought that up as well. He brought that up as well, John.
Yes,
He
that's
said
what he's been dealing.
he doesn't want to swear her in.
No.
Yet he swore in two of his MAGA
two.
Congress people when
when
they were
the
shut
House was
down
out.
last time.
Yes, he did.
Yep.
So his bullshit excuses don't fly. The only reason he's doing it is that vote on the Epstein list, on the Epstein files, and that is a vote just to bring it to the floor, to have a vote on the floor, which is what they're afraid of. Because if they have a vote on the floor, that means you got to put it out there in public. Yes or no? Yes or no, baby? You're going to piss somebody off,
and
or you're hiding
Well,
something.
the judges are getting.
Sorry,
Even the
he's a
judges
little
are getting pissed off.
He's a little
Sorry,
concerned that
Michelle.
some of his female Republicans actually will vote to want to see those.
Correct. But even the judges that Trump appointed, I was saying to Trump, particularly in Georgia, train these ICE people or get them out, because the judges are getting pissed off with what these ICE people are doing. They're totally untrained. They're being made fools of.
Judges
You
are
see
getting a
him
little
on.
pissed
I mean,
at
there's-
everything he's doing. As a matter of fact, just
They
this
are.
evening, a judge ordered him to make sure that SNAP benefits were fully funded by tomorrow. And what does he do? He's appealing, baby. You remember that shit? That a judge is ordering him to make the funds available, and they have it, to fully fund SNAP benefits. And the first thing they do, Trump administration, is run to appeal. So,
Of course.
if you're missing your SNAP benefits, thank you, Donald Trump, baby, and the
Hold it up in
Republicans, because
court,
that's who's doing this shit. All they have to do is come to the table on a major issue that is facing this nation. We all know shit's gonna hit the fan. That insurance rates are gonna go out the roof. If the healthcare costs, if subsidies aren't extended, and then what? Everybody's gonna lose their health insurance too. So you'll not only be hungry, but if you're sick, fuck you. Is that the deal?
He doesn't care about
because
you.
that's the deal.
He doesn't care about you.
And he
just
doesn't, and
wanted you
neither
to
do the
vote.
Republicans. Let's don't let them off it's the Republicans in Congress that are refusing. It's Mike Johnson and his crowd that are refusing to come back to work, to bring the House back together, to open this government up. Here's their latest thing, Dave, is they're promising right now, the last I heard, right before I came on the air, was the Republicans are putting a new proposition out there, and they're gonna put a solid date on when they're gonna vote on those Obamacare subsidies, and we're supposed to trust them. Yeah, we're gonna vote on that on Tuesday. Don't worry about it. I'll pay you next Wednesday
It's
for
like
a
the 2-week
Tuesday
healthcare
for a-
plan, John.
Yeah, huh?
It's like the 2-week healthcare plan.
Yeah. What the hell?
Huh?
What,
You're still waiting on
if you
that.
notice, if you look at the polls and the background news on news, the Republicans are taking the blame for this. It's not the Democrats. People are proud of the Democrats for standing up because they know what their health care costs are going to be next month. You know, it's all over the damn news.
Yeah.
How can you miss it? You know,
And the 11th Circuit has told. I remember Irene Cannon, Judge Cannon. Well,
Yes.
When Trump took the documents and stole the documents, there was an inquiry. Still part of that inquiry was by Jack Smith. And at the end of it all, when it was declared that Trump had given back all the shit and the trial, apparently the case was squashed, all the evidence was sealed by Cannon, never to be released, so the people don't get to see the true evidence gathered by the FBI. Well, Cannon's been a bit slack. And the 11th Circuit,
reckon?
Because it said you've got 60 days to appeal the decision that we were allowed the release of the files unless you can come up with a good reason for not to. So
John
Cannon...
Manning, I glanced over, saw the comment. Oh, there it goes. Hold on, damn it. Where'd it go? John Manning,
I don't know.
eventually even MAGA's love affair with the orange one will wither and fade. I think, John, that's what we're starting to see now. You're what's it say? On what was it, Politico or fierce backlash within the GOP after Tucker Carlson gives white nationalist Nick Fuentes a platform. That's a backlash within the GOP.
Oh,
You know why?
yeah.
You know why? Because the GOP, the Republican Party, is now, I identify it as a bunch of maggots. They're racist, misogynistic, homophobic, white supremacist. They're all of that.
It's the
Those
Nazi.
those
It's
are
the Nazi party.
they are the scum that crawled out from underneath the rocks when Trump came on the scene. When Trump first came on, they came out as the Tea Party. Remember all the signs, Obama as a witch doctor and all that shit. It's that. It's what Trump sells. And the maggots came out from underneath the rocks. That's what's still supporting him today. That's how come I'm trying not to look at conservatives in the same light as I look at maggots. Because I don't have to look far to see maggots. I don't. I like to think there's a few conservatives on my block. I like to think it. I don't know. Not
But
nowadays.
see, the word civil is seen to be lost in civilization since Trump come along. There's no civil in civilization anymore.
Because again, that's what he sells. He sells his whole line is division. He can't continue to function if we all get along together. He loses his
what
power.
pisses me off, John?
Huh?
I have this picture, I mean, the ideal picture years ago where American boy meets Slovenian woman and she comes to America and becomes first lady. First lady, while her husband, it's a love story, goes back to dates of, it's as old as prostitution. It's a story of prostitution, let me tell you. But this woman comes to the United States of America as a fucking immigrant, sleeps with a guy, marries a guy, while her guy is out there kicking out Americans. She's here.
It sounds so familiar to me. What was it, a movie you saw or something? Is that what you're explaining? Or?
It's a horror story, John.
Yeah,
it's a fucking horror story,
my friend.
You got a Slovenian first lady in the White House, and he's kicking out Americans while she's in the fucking White House bed. Give me a fucking break.
Give me a fucking
And let me tell you, tell me what's so good about Trump's fucking life? The only thing good about his life is his bank accounts. He's become president. If he didn't become president, he would have been bankrupt again 5 times over. He's made $5 billion out of the White House
this is all
since
about
he's
money,
been in
Dave.
that.
Let me thank. I got a call out to thank Lady Freedom
Do
Marks, who came in with a $5 donation to say, "Yo, John, I can't get in to see or hear the show on Discord." Well, shit, Lady Freedom.
Get in the audience. Has to go in the audience.
Either that or get on the show.
She was in the audience.
Yeah, I'm
I'm still here. I finally got the Discord to finally undo whatever it did.
Well, we're good. Well, welcome to the
Well,
show.
just before you start, I was going to finish my little bitch about fucking Cash Patel, private jet, dating fucking women, booze. Give me a fucking break. I really am pissed about that as well. That is shocking. 2 private jets.
Is
and what
it
you
shocking?
do?
Is it really shocking, Dave, to know that Cash Patel's girlfriend is out there flying around on government jets?
Yeah, when there's no fucking snap money, and yet they can fuel those jets up. How much they cost to fuel up, John? What's that cost to fuel that fucking thing up?
Oh,
Don't
shit.
know.
Don't know, brother. But a lot of groceries.
100 grand?
I bet you could buy,
100 grand?
Wait. Oh, Donnie, where is that? Somebody even wrote a freaking headline story. And Donnie came up with a new word. We Democrats just started using a new word. Anybody know what that word is? Anybody else see this article? It's on the fucking headline.
No.
The word is affordability. That's right. Affordability it's a new word.
Really?
A new word that the Democrats have used and to yes. When he's over
Maybe
there
his
talking about how
vocabulary
gas
is
prices are so cheap, groceries are way down, inflation is way down, everything is great. Every little time he gets a chance to speak, that's all he spouts, is how great everything is doing. And
Listen to these words, John. Listen to these words. In 9 months, you went from the economy the world desired to have to an economy the world would run from. In
is
9
running
months.
from. And look at our relations around the world. Yes, in less than a year, Dave. Less than a year. Look at all the shit that we got going on around the world. While he jets over there to, I don't know, collect bags of money from the Middle East. Yeah, that's what I guess he's doing. Tell me he's not. Tell me he's not. Tell me his family ain't doing the same thing. And everybody in his cabinet, we've already discussed, is a flunky. Kash Patel is a flunky. Pam Bondi is a flunky. They're there because they worship him. They are going to be loyal to the grand poobah. Fuck the Constitution, fuck the laws, fuck everything else. They are going to remain loyal to Donald Trump because that's who's making it rain, baby. That's who's making it rain for him. Private jets anywhere, baby. Shit, that woman can go anywhere. Her boyfriend's the head of the FBI. You know.
Start a coin. Start a coin of your own name. Make a billion.
You can't make this shit up. You know, in a damn nightmare. You know. But on the bright side, and there is a bright side, I think America's turning the page on him. I think they're getting really tired. Certainly. I think they're having buyer's remorse real quick. Real quick. And he's going to try
to... I believe that Margie Taylor Greene is trying to get in the good sides of America. I see her on the View there, trying to be nice and all that. She's going to run for governor, mate. She's going to run for governor of Georgia. Bet you my bottom dollar. That's what she's doing. She's setting herself up to run for governor.
Well, for one thing, I did see her on the news dispel the rumor that she is going to run for president. So she assured the country on the news.
No,
today
it's governor she wants.
Well, you know, in Georgia. Yeah.
Yep.
But I don't think so.
Yep.
I think even Georgia, I think a lot of these states that are deep red are if they don't turn blue, that you're going to see a shift in the numbers. Because because of the reputation that Donald Trump has given the Republican Party now. It is the party of misogynists, racist, bigoted, homophobic.
Do you want to have a laugh at Trumpy?
Huh?
Want to have a laugh at Trumpy? They're saying that they want to make Biden's pardons void because he didn't know what he was signing. But yet they've shown him on 2 interviews saying pardons. Yeah, you seen it? Yeah, I don't know who they were. I don't know who they were.
I don't know who that was. I pardoned him, but I don't know who
these
was.
Guys,
you
these
can't write
guys
this
light
shit.
fires with that. Yeah, they're fucking idiots, mate. They're fucking idiots. That's the only way of putting it. I don't know if the only one. I think whoever's running it is. I think Miller's running the whole fucking show. I think Miller's the only one. He's insane, but he's closer to.
Least.
On everything nasty and evil, yes, that's Miller.
Well, howdy. Lady Freedom, everything all right, baby?
A little bit better after the election, I have to admit.
Good.
Seeing those results.
I think we all got a little
I got up and saw the full results. I got up and saw the full results, and I actually cried tears of happiness. The first time this year, it shows that there are people still vote for what is right, what is good, what is honest, what is decent.
I think we're gonna see an increase in that. I think we're gonna see more and more people motivated, not only to vote, but to be in the street, to have their voices heard. Because of the damage that this man has done in less than a year. Our standing in the world, our relationships with all sorts of NATO members and European allies, everything has been tested just because of his bullshit while he continues to try to suck up to Putin in any way he can.
Well, I was disgusted to see women in scanty outfits in the White House in giant wine glasses doing sexy dancing.
great
I mean,
Gatsby
whenever
party.
has that happened in the White House?
That's at the thumbing his,
Jimmy.
he's thumbing his nose to us, to America. He knows how
Exactly.
he knows how bad things are out here, and he's having a great Gatsby party. It's a thumb in your nose, baby. It's just in your face. He doesn't give a shit, and neither
And it's
do
an
those at
ultimate
at that
Freudian
party.
slip.
They could, these extremely wealthy, and oh, by the way, Butt Boy's buddy Elon Musk got a hell of a pay raise. They understand.
$1 trillion.
$1 trillion. Ooh, ooh, ooh.
Now,
What can you buy with $1 trillion? Anything.
That's a pay deal, isn't it? That's a package, meaning that
Yeah, that's a package
whatever
deal.
he gets.
Yeah.
But there's probably $500 billion in cash. This. I mean, and all this is 90% of it's American money. It's your money that's been circulated into his accounts. Don't tell me Donny's not getting 1 cent of it. He's getting lots. I'm sure somewhere down the pike there's a funnel that leaks a little bit to the hidden account somewhere. The dark area. It gets lost into the payoffs. I'm sure Donny's on the receiving end of that. But let me tell you, I know you're not old enough for this, America, but nor am I old enough for this. But this deception thing, and Mr. Chick brought up the last show. I listened to the last show, and Mr. Chick read something out. It was about how the setting up of the big lie again,
good.
And circulating it. Look, this goes back to the days of pirates. You and I remember pirates as being the evil, nasty, take women, rape them, and loot and pillage and all that sort of stuff. Well, that was that's a long way from the truth. Pirates were actually very well organized. They had rules like no music after
They
10
were
o'clock,
mercenaries.
no women on board.
Yeah.
They were Democrats. They were persecuted by at that point in time. You had to be the governor or the mayor to be in control. And what they did, if you were on land and you were the mayor and you were the crooked mayor, you just accused the pirates. But they went to sea not to be pirates. They went to sea to take the fight away from the people who were being persecuted by these people, like about basically saying, if you don't piss off, we're going to hurt the people you supposedly love. So pirates were made to go to the ocean. And all the money they did pillage, they pillaged from the crooked government and they gave it to the people.
That's true.
They didn't spare it.
A lot of them did.
It was an image thing that was created.
Well, they were kind of like hired. They were like contractors. They were allowed to go after the Spanish fleet.
They were authorized by countries.
Right.
You couldn't touch a woman inappropriately. You had to go to church. There was lots of decent Navy-type rules.
Hey, don't be ruining my image of pirates now. Dave, come on now. Avast Swab.
Yes.
By the way,
it's the image that is created.
Let me thank Susan Rotella, who came in with a $20 donation. It did not pop up because she didn't make a comment, but thank you very much, baby. I appreciate it. And Chadwick Rogers came in with $2 and said, big boy, howdy, blue hugs for the Blue Dots. I'm telling you, it makes you feel good, this election. It did. I think it fired everybody up. It shows what we're capable of and what we're...
Time for the song, John.
Oh, huh?
Time for the song, I think.
Is it time for the song? Shit, yeah.
Already?
What do you reckon?
Well,
we're halfway through?
Yeah, it's kind of early day.
Oh, we're not halfway through? Okay.
Never too early for that song.
But it's never too early for that song. That's what she said.
Nobody asked you, bitch. I need you to
shut the fuck up, bitch. Just makes me smile even more. A little bit.
Shut the fuck up,
bitch.
Shut the fuck up, bitch. Bow, bow. Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. Bow, bow. Shut the fuck up.
That goes out to Mike Johnson.
Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. Bow, bow.
Shut the fuck up.
I wanted to ask Dave a question.
Oh, please.
Yeah, sure, mate.
Or maybe it's more of a comment than a question. That you have not tooted your own horn here, your own country, and you need to show us how this happens, how to do it. But Australia is doing so well with solar that it's going to start bring free electric to everyone, at least 3 hours a day. Is that right?
No, I've not heard of that. I mean,
Didn't
there are
that?
deals going. There are deals going on that the solar is doing well and the wind. There are deals going on within electric companies that I think there's 3 hours of electricity due to the extra power supply being made available that's not being used by
Right.
their energy. So yeah, I think they're just saying, well, rather than just burn it off back in the atmosphere or not generate it, we're generating it. They're using it as a promotional tool, but it's not a benefit as such. It's going to be a permanent thing, I don't think.
Oh, okay. It
Um,
just said start offering free electric to everyone at least 3 hours a day.
yeah,
But
it's I think it's more a promotional deal because other than that, I mean, we've got deals over here with that sort of thing. Whereas you can get a $15,000 or $20,000 solar system for about $5,000, and you just got to go through a government thing, and you get a government
okay.
kickback, and
There are
it's a
programs here in the
roundabout
United
way.
States,
There
as
used to
far
be
as I know,
some.
they're still active. That
No,
that get help with solar panels
a lot
or
of them
I
got
solar.
doubt
rolled
it.
back.
You know
Yeah,
what's
I doubt it
encouraging
under
to me, and
Trump's.
I saw it again today because I went for a
What?
ride today out to the island, and me and my son went all the way. Uh, it's quite a drive, but we drove probably about, I don't know, about 20 miles on the beach, just right on the water's edge, just 20 miles of just beach. Uh, but where was I
You
going with
went there
this?
before, didn't you? You mentioned this
One
before
of the
you
things
went
I
down
saw
there.
is the ships come in. We have down at our port, you pass down by the port, and you can see just stacks and stacks and stacks of windmill turbines, the blades,
Yep,
windmill turbine blades. Uh,
those cancer
you
things.
see them coming in on ships. You see them leaving here on trucks, on trains. Texas is as far as I know, one of the leading states in renewable energy, in wind and solar.
Trump's lying to you, is he?
And
He's
oh
lying
man,
to you, is he?
all I have to do is go look out my damn window, drive to the end of my street. I can see hundreds of them. I love it at
It
night when
works,
I
Pat.
drive
It
home
works.
because all of them are synchronized. The little red light on top, they all come on at the exact same time in that field, and there's hundreds of them. So all of a sudden, you just get this boom of red lights, and then they'll dim out, and then they'll boom come back. It's really neat. It's really kind of cool to see.
Yeah. I mean, it does look. Trump's the crap. I keep seeing him in my head. Him going wow, wow, and he's twisting his arm around saying they keep
Yeah.
you cancer,
Oh
and
yeah.
uh, I mean, it's such a lie, and for anyone to believe that, they've got nothing between their ears besides smoke. I mean, this guy has just lied about the obvious. I'm convinced he got
Did,
I am convinced he got $1 billion from the oil companies because he's relaxed a lot of laws there. Let me tell you.
yes, yes. You can guarantee every environmental law that can be scratched off the books, they've done in the
Yep,
oil and gas
yep.
industry. Oh hell yes, they're trying to kick it in the ass.
And it was Obama that brought him in.
Corpus Christi is a prime. We're not going to get away from chemicals. We're not going to get away from oil and gas. We're going to need it for decades and decades and hundreds of years to come, probably, because if not for the burning of it, it is for the chemicals we can produce from it. And that's what all these refineries around me do out here. Produce a lot of gas, a lot of diesel, a lot of jet fuel, a lot of fuel out here.
There's one
But
politician that produces a lot of gas.
there is one that produces the most gas any politician has ever made in this country. And
We
he
harness
ranks
it.
number one.
Methane, methane, is it?
Yes.
Eh,
Yeah.
gonna need it to keep that ballroom warm.
With all
Yes,
this
Mr. Chick.
with all this renewable energy, I'm wondering, Ted Cruz won't have to go to Cancun anymore. We got plenty of electricity.
Come on, man. Would you come in here and down me? The more that man leaves town and
Yeah.
leaves the country, the better off we are here in Texas.
Oh
Well,
yeah, that reminds
we
me, we've got another major winter storm setting up, and I'm just wondering when Ted Cruz is going to take off.
Oh, probably right. As soon as it gets cold, probably. As soon as it ices over, he'll probably leave. You know,
Yeah.
I'm sure.
You
I'm
know,
sure he's very cautious with his travels nowadays when there is a weather event in Texas. I'm pretty sure just
Well,
because
well,
he
it's
got
in
hung out on
now.
the line for that one. As well, he should have. You know.
well, if he goes to Mexico, he's going to need a lot of security.
Yeah,
I
they
don't
don't
think
like him
he's
down there
wanted.
either.
Oh, hell
Oh, I don't
no.
think he wouldn't go. He wouldn't go to Mexico, would he? He wouldn't dare go to Mexico.
He would have to go to a private somebody he bought somebody's house that's had
Private
those
airfield.
because
He needed a
out
little.
in the open
He needed
out
a
in the
little
open.
plane like the Epstein plane. A little plane like the Epstein
Oh,
plane.
of course.
Yeah.
Hello, Joe. By
Maybe
the
use
way.
that same plane.
But
Oh,
anyway, I got so sleepy.
He didn't hear you, John.
hi
Huh?
there.
He didn't hear you, John.
Joe didn't hear me.
No,
Nah.
what happened? What happened?
You didn't
Oh,
hear
he
Joe.
said
You didn't hear Joe.
he didn't.
Oh, don't tell
No,
him.
No,
Joe
Don't tell
didn't
him now.
hear.
No, he didn't hear. Don't tell him now.
Okay,
Uh-uh.
I won't tell him. No,
Yeah,
what's
no.
no.
going down? What's
He
going
had to be
down?
for it. He had to be here for it.
Yeah,
That's all.
yeah, you missed out.
I was half asleep.
Yeah, but have you
I
seen
Tell-
what our new representative is doing here
Pray
for
tell.
Arizona? She is sitting out in front of Mikey's office. She's at a table. She has a sign on there.
I love it.
Basically, she's become a living meme of that convince me that I'm wrong meme
Yeah,
out there.
yeah.
Yeah, I love it.
Convince me I'm wrong. Yeah.
Oh
well,
yeah,
but-
man. Oh man, her
Good.
father would be so proud right now.
Good for her.
yeah.
Good for her.
Pelosi is going to not run. So
she's
we got
retiring. She's retiring,
Yes,
isn't she?
she's retiring. She won't
Yeah,
be running again.
She's made her. She made her millions out of stock trading. She can get out now.
She
But,
served.
you know-
She served this country well, though.
yes.
You know,
Oh,
again,
yes.
when you're talking money in politics, oh hell yes, there isn't a congressman or a senator up there that isn't raking in the freaking dough, and I'm not talking about their paycheck. They should not be allowed to invest in the stock market. They just shouldn't. It's common sense. It's it's called integrity. They should have their money in a blind trust, every damn one of them. But on that note, she has done a fine job over what 30 years, 40 years.
At least.
Yeah, she's she's
At
been
least.
in
And
the
along with
trenches.
what happened to her husband.
I'm
you
not
know.
about to cut her down on her way out. She did a hell of a damn
And
good
she,
job.
she never
was a good
capitalized
speaker.
on that, did she? When her husband was attacked, she never used it as a political
No,
selling tool or an
No.
advantage. She just got on with her life and kept it low key. Didn't jump up and down like Trump would. If Ivanka was hit over the head with a hammer, he'd be. I'm sure he'd be in tears, heartbroken, upset.
Well, I know.
Well-
I know if that was to happen to him, what's
Hit
her
over the head with a
name?
hammer.
Well, there would be crocodile tears from our first lady.
Yeah,
does she?
crocodile
Does
tears
she?
is right.
I don't think from our first lady.
Right?
She doesn't have
I
tears.
thought the Botox
Barely get a
totally
smile
figured
out of her ass.
She's
She's got
no,
that
mate. She's not your
distant
first.
stare.
She's not your first lady. She's
No.
not the first lady. She's the first
She's
immigrant.
the first. She's the
Well,
she's the president's wife.
I didn't
She's the
finish.
first
or whatever
immigrant.
you want to think that
Oh, she's the first
relationship is
something,
all
I'll
about.
say that.
Help yourself.
Well, first lady of the night. I mean, well, anyway.
Cute.
But
Oh, Richard. Let me thank Richard who came in with a $2 donation and said, New World? I thought we already did. Von Schützenpants. Ah, I love it. I love it. Yeah, Donnie, I really do. I think Donnie is, and the Republicans are you're going to see a shift because the Republican in the House and in the Senate, they can't keep backing this guy up, keep towing the line for him. He's a lame
You
duck.
mean they won't?
If they
They
follow
won't
the
rubber
law,
stamp?
he's not going to be president anymore.
Impeach the bastard now
Oh
or
yeah,
soon.
If
midterms.
if I was conservative, if I was a conservative and saw the handwriting on the wall with his bullshit and how this
I'd run.
nation, I'd start, hey, reading the cards, baby. I'd start reading the cards. Somebody, but
Well,
it's going to take somebody in the Republican Party to cross that line and go against him. I just listened to some Republican senator in there right before I came on here, and he was everything he was getting hit with by the reporter about what happened, with the election, with the economy, and pointing out the fact that, hey, Donnie is lying every time he opens his mouth. He says that this is low and it's not. This is high. All of that. And that Republican, I can't remember his name, is senator from some state I can't remember. Anyway,
Well,
it was just a mumbo jumbo of making excuses and promises of what a future is going to be like under Trump and all. It was just a sickening blowjob that senator was giving Donnie. He knows what this country is like. He knows what the economy is like right now. Donnie can say everything's great, but it's not. And he should know that. Anyway.
you know, when you speak about that, sorry, go on.
Here in my
Look,
neighborhood. Oh, I'm sorry, Ozzy.
Go ahead, lady. Freedom.
No, yeah,
Well,
go, lady.
Here in my little neighborhood, we did have, and I say did because last night's show they've changed a bit. There was a little bit of a outdoor fire. They were burning their hats.
All right.
We had some
Wow.
MAGA folks here, and they were burning their hats.
I love it. I love it.
Really?
Maybe that'll
Oh.
catch on. Maybe you'll start seeing YouTube videos all of a sudden with people burning their hats. They need
What was the reason?
They need to turn their back on that shit.
Yep.
Well,
Because
you know,
a lot of friends and family are being hurt with the SNAP
Yeah.
incident and
Go
looking
figure.
at their need for health care here. And so it's like, they've come to the conclusion they backed the wrong horse.
There are a
you
lot
know,
of
when you say
conservatives, Republicans on SNAP benefits. A lot of conservatives are on, it's a lot of liberals. It's a lot of people, our citizens. You don't have to put a label on them. You can see it.
Well,
John, you said
you
you
can see it
said
a
that
lot in a
most
lot of red
people
states down south. You can see a lot
are
of it.
going to run from the
As,
Trump thing. Let me tell you, it's Joe Scarborough. What woman he on TV? Joe Scarborough, and what's that woman? Mika on MSNBC, is it?
Right.
He was very Joe Scarborough, whatever his name is, and that Mika Bird, their
Right.
host on MSNBC.
Yeah.
They went to the White House. They were very anti-Trump, and remember they hated Trump. Then they went
Oh,
to
yeah.
the White House, kissed the ring, and come back. Well, they're on TV this morning after this election saying, well, the handwriting's on the wall, and we've got to say that, democracy is fighting back and blah, blah. They were backpedaling on their support for Trump. So people are running or separating themselves
I
to a large
think you're going to
degree,
see more of
some
it.
to small.
Yep.
I think this is a little warning shot across the bow. This little election we had, especially in Virginia, right there next to D.C. We took the governorship, the lieutenant governor, the attorney general. We flipped 13 counties in Virginia from red to blue. That's making a hell of a statement right there where you live, baby.
If you want to get rid of SNAP, what they need to do is pay a
Raise the minimum
living-
wage.
Well, you want to get rid of SNAP, pay the people a living wage, something that they
Yeah.
can make money, not just the 1% who don't need all that money. pay the people the way as they work.
No,
The real inflation figures you're not being told. I mean, you're probably being told it's around 3%. Let me tell you, for what Trump's been doing, it's more than that.
It is.
Oh,
It is, and you
I
can
don't
see it.
know.
Every one of us sees it when we go to the store. Every time I go to HEB, I'm walking out going, "Damn, I didn't think I had that much in my basket, but it's over $100."
Oh,
And
I
it
had
wouldn't,
two
you
little
know.
bags, and that was $40.
Yeah,
I wonder if anyone's ever gone to Donald Trump in his ear and said, "Hey, Don, you know you're almost 80 or you're fucking 80, whatever you. I don't care how old he is, but he's fucking old. But Don, do
that's
you
right,
realize
John
that
Herrick.
90% of the people know that you're
I
a
do
bullshit
too.
artist. 9% of the people know that you're involved with Epstein. Do people really know the truth? They're just humoring you. Do you realize this? Or when you die, the truth's going to come out. It's all going to be exposed. So why are you doing this? You know,
Oh,
why
well,
are you
he's
doing
already
it?
worried. He's already worried about going to heaven. You know, he himself
Can he
spoke on that
can he build a
subject.
Trump
Put
Tower?
on another down escalator.
I'm sorry.
They're just,
Yeah,
he
That
didn't
if
even
Donald
escalator
Trump
won't
realize
go
gets
that.
that
into
high.
heaven, if Donald Trump gets into heaven, uh, I have a
There
hard
won't
time
be enough.
finishing
No,
that
no,
because
no,
I don't
no,
believe
no, no.
there's a heaven or hell.
If, if,
But
if, if, if Trump makes it to heaven, there will be a mass exodus. Lucifer will have to bar the gates of hell to keep people from coming.
really, they'll all
Absolutely.
run to heaven. Hell, he got in. Let me in too.
Well,
I
yeah,
was a
God and
child
his people
molester,
go
but
that
that's
way.
okay. He did it.
Be heading for heck, I think a lot of people stay in hell. You know, it's like Trump's in there. Nope, nope. No, just turn up the
It
heat
just
on
kills
time.
me that he has the backing of so many religious leaders that
Well,
you know.
it's wherever
Mm,
Epstein is, that's where Trump will end up.
yeah,
Wherever Epstein is, that's where Trump
yeah,
will end up. Yeah,
yeah. Well,
you know.
In
what
the
I
So
think
graveyard,
about,
baby, like the rest of us.
I'm a born, I was born a Catholic, and I've always stayed there. But um, I have my differences. Uh, I think religion is just a way for some people to make money without having to work. You know, I happen to know a few so-called pastors.
are you saying
Oh,
that they're cults?
well, I'm just saying that money talks, bullshit walks, and they live their
Well, there's
lives
always someone.
on bullshit.
There's always someone with the money, isn't there, Joe? There's always someone at the end of
There's
these
always
religions
somebody.
that are enjoying the
There's
money.
always
You got
Oh
somebody.
the
yeah,
jet, got the big home, but the people in the street that donate and go to
Oh,
church on
come on,
Sunday,
people.
they're still in the
Yeah.
street. They're not getting soup on a Sunday. They're not getting any free vegetables or any aid that the church used to give back in the 70s and the 60s. I remember churches getting out there on Sundays and feeding the fucking poor. You don't see a
Yeah.
church out there
I'm
doing it.
happy that they don't have to worry about that. That pisses me off when they think they have a voice in what other people should get.
oh yeah.
Correct.
It just
You know,
really gets my goat when
me too, Vernon.
I see
That's
I
what I
see
am.
them I see them driving Cadillacs and flying big old jet planes. And I remember one person in particular from Houston, when there was a hurricane, would not allow certain
Yeah,
people.
yeah.
And
And I hope people
that guy.
remember
You
that
know
all
that
the
guy,
time. What's his name? What was his name? Uh,
Holstein or
oh, Joel
something
Osteen.
like that.
Joel Osteen.
Yeah.
Big church up. And if you ain't heard of Joel Osteen, you ain't listening to the word. He's a
And
he's
but you
huge,
know who?
huge church,
Yeah,
huge
yeah.
house.
But you know who
Storm
opened the
comes,
door?
flood comes, lock the gate, baby. Don't be letting none of those poor people that just got out of the water
Oh, I
into your.
remember him. I remember
Yes,
Yeah.
him.
yes. He finally
Yep.
Do
opened the
you
gates after
remember?
it was in the news that he kept its gates closed. That
Yes,
big
yes,
ass
the
church,
bastard.
that huge
But you
ass
know
church,
who?
with all the money it has, had its
Yes.
fucking gates closed to the people of Houston.
But there's one gentleman that I will always remember.
Huh?
Uh, he's a furniture salesman. He has his own store, Mattress Mac,
Oh,
and he opened his doors. He let them
yes, he
people
did.
live in his
Come
store.
on in, grab a mattress.
Yeah, and when it's all was over, he said,
Third,
"Take it with
really?
you.
Third
Take
class?
it with you."
Damn. Hey, I want to thank
That
Chadwick
reminds me
Rogers,
of the
who came in. Wait a minute, Dave. I got to thank Chadwick Rogers, who came in with $2 donation and said Donnie wants to invite you to his ballroom, John. Well, with all the rest of us, everybody, we all get to go, don't we? I mean, it's the White
It's our
House, it's the
house.
people's house. It's our ballroom, right? Is
It's
that the
our
way it
house.
works?
I'd like a tour of his new
Can't seem to get to his
dungeon.
house.
What was that?
That's our house, not his.
Yeah.
Yep.
I remember seeing a small business owner chasing down. This guy waited in the White House for ages and ages to see Susan Collins, and she ducked and dived this guy, a small business owner, and she tried to sneak out some way, and he caught her, and he chased her down, and she tried to get away, and all he wanted to ask her about the snap and opening up the government again because people
Right.
in his family in his area are suffering. She couldn't give him the fucking time of day. All she said is, "We'll be opening up the government, and yes, we're going to refinance SNAP." And she walked away, which is all bullshit because there's been no plans. She just shut him down and walked away. This is Susan Collins. This is how much the bastards care about you. I'm just reminding. I'm going to throw every bastard out there that I see shitting on the people. Susan Collins, she's not worth a freaking ass white piece of toilet paper.
Her days might be
True.
numbered too.
I've said my bit.
You know,
Their days are numbered if we keep the momentum.
if
Believe
we
me.
keep the pressure on, if we keep our
This
voices out
momentum,
there.
most certainly. Yep. This momentum will get. Look, I mean, I couldn't believe that Kamala Harris lost. I don't think she did lose. The momentum she had going to that election was
You keep
unbeatable.
saying, every time somebody says that now, it just flashes in my head because
What does?
the last election.
Yeah,
Excuse just a minute. I got
that wasn't an election, John. That was a steal. When
Yes.
we all loved Elon Musk and how he knows about those machines. Oh yeah,
yeah. That
I could
comment
see Elon Musk.
sticks in my head.
Yep.
But I was reading a story earlier about the California Attorney General is trying to raise the alarm because of what he believes the 2026 midterm is going to look like, and that is going to be Donald Trump is going to try to restrict in any way he can through the methods right now of going through voter rolls and trying to purge rolls, and you've got to produce a live, a birth certificate or whatever. He is trying to
Kill a vote.
Yes, he's trying to kill the vote now, and he can see it, and he's trying to warn the rest of the country, hey, y'all better step up because he is trying to purge. And I can see him using his people as intimidation factors around polling places. I can see
ICE.
that. Yeah, ICE.
I can see ICE at the polling places.
I can too, but good luck. Anybody going up there to vote, I'm pretty sure is a citizen, because that bullshit of
Well,
them voting is just that.
that's
You got
exactly
to
what
scratch
they
your name
say.
off, don't you? Your name's got to be there, doesn't it, to be able to
Yeah.
vote?
To
Well, that's what I
vote,
did.
your name has to be there.
Yeah,
If
that's what I
not, you
did.
can
I
challenge
went and
it.
checked.
You
I went and
can
checked.
have they have a word for it, ballot that you can still fill out while they find out if you are indeed,
Mm-hmm.
I can't-
Is that
Keep the
little,
line going,
I'd
yeah.
be. I still say that you can't use the machines again. Those machines are tainted.
Well, that's exactly what he's trying to say. That you're not going to be able to trust the voting. He wants it all on one day in person. That's what he wants.
and paper, because paper
And
can
paper.
be lost. You can lose paper.
And
You know,
I know it's been a while since I've been to an actual poll. Due to my disability, mail-in ballots are way easier. But don't they still have voter registration cards where you show them at the polls?
they do.
That you have
They do.
They do. Hmm.
Here in
why
Texas,
on
I
earth do
don't.
you
I
need
never have to
a
show mine.
voter
I have
ID?
one. I have one, but the only thing I ever have to show at
Well,
my
I still
polling
have
place
one
is my
too, but
driver's
as I
license.
said, did something change in the last 5 years about that? because they're still yelling about the stupid voter ID. We already have that.
Yes.
Yeah, and for
Oh,
me,
and
growing up, rite of passage was going down to City Hall with my birth certificate, my social security number, stuff to get registered to vote at 18. And
Just about
here it is,
anything you do
everybody's talking about the.
at city halls
It
nowadays
doesn't make any
includes
sense.
them asking if you want to register to vote if you're not registered to vote.
hmm well, when you go get your driver's license
So,
in
Yeah.
Texas, you're automatically registered to
Yeah,
vote.
you're registered to vote.
Well,
so
in
why do
Australia,
we need voter ID?
when you turn 18 in Australia, you don't even have to do anything. You're automatically registered.
Automatically.
Automatically. Yep.
Hey,
So,
Dave, how much rain did y'all get?
brain?
Rain.
Well,
Awa.
not much.
Something,
Uh,
something. Really?
not much rain. No, we're sort of very dry at the moment. We actually could say we're in a drought to a large degree.
Oh my
Why
goodness.
do you want? Why do you want some?
Oh, yes. Do we want some? You know,
Yeah.
Yeah,
John,
No,
we
the
ain't had
planet's
rain down
dry.
here in a while.
yeah,
I think we're about 4 years into a drought, what we would call a dry spell. We're
oh
4 years
Lord.
in.
Oh,
Hey, while we
So
check on the weather,
that's
climate change.
let me thank Craig Johnson, who came in with a $5 donation and said Donald called Nancy Pelosi an evil woman and glad she's retired. She was terrific. She was terrible according to him. Donald, fuck that guy. Fuck that guy.
He's
Thank
the
you,
best.
Craig.
He's the best. Donnie is the best. You can't compare anyone to Donnie. He is
You can't.
seriously. He's the
You can't
fucking best.
compare
No,
anybody to Donnie.
no,
We've never
he's
no,
the
had a
best
bigger
boxer
asshole
I've
in
ever
this
seen.
country than Donald Trump.
no. He's the best arsehole
He's
you've
the
ever had.
best asshole you could have anywhere. Hello, Adrenaline Rush.
Yep.
Hey, good evening, Blue Dots. How's
How you
everybody?
Hello,
doing?
mate.
Good evening.
A video. Mr. Steve Bannon talking at a speech conference, the 2025 Bellator at the Conservative Partnership Academy.
Right?
He straight out said, if we lose the midterms and lose 2028, some in this room are going to prison, myself included.
Out of their mouths to God's ear. Yeah.
Well, he's
Yeah.
making reservations.
Yeah, making reservations. Hey, if we don't win this, if we don't keep this, a lot of us got their ass in a sling. Yeah. I bet they
He
do
wants
too.
top bunk. He
You
wants
know?
a top bunk, John.
Yeah, he wants top buck. You don't want to be down on the bottom.
Yep.
Who's
Yeah.
that guy that didn't do what he said he was going to do if they lost
You hear music?
the elections? Somebody said they were going to blow their brains out if they lose.
Really?
Some rich guy. I can't remember
didn't.
his name.
No,
didn't
I know
that.
Elon Musk at one point stated that if Trump doesn't win, I'm going to prison.
Oh, I hope he does.
I'm all for that too. Hey, you know,
Let's send him to a prison in Africa.
In there?
Trump coming to a prison near you.
So
No. We're sending to
Well-
El Salvador.
what's that, Adrenaline?
Let him have a taste of that.
what I was going to say is I put one blatant line on somebody's Facebook page that had a list of the food banks that you could go to, and where my best friend lives in Tonawanda, New York.
Right.
Best friend of 30 years. And all I said was, thanks to the gang of pedophiles. Boy, did I catch some holy
Oh,
hell
I
for
bet.
that.
I bet. Well, just saying,
If I'm gonna go back-
if you're putting up with a pedophile as your leader, you know what
Yeah,
what the rest of us are supposed to expect out of you?
And
If
so
you're
now
willing to
I'm
accept him,
justify back to his response that I'm pointing the finger at Washington, D.C. being broken. And when politicians fail to represent the interest of the people, it often leads to a breakdown in public trust and engagement. This failure can stem from various structural issues within the political system, including corruption, misaligned incentives, and a lack of genuine public service motivation among the politicians.
there you go. That's the Republican Party in a nutshell, right there. Right there.
Yep.
That's who they're beholding to. Rich people.
It's
You know?
disgusting.
It is. It is. And everything you just mentioned there, you could lay right at the doorstep of the Republican Party right now. Because they're being cowards. They're kowtowing to this shit. And we can all see the handwriting on the wall of what he's done in the short time he's been in this office. He's walked around kicking everybody in the shins. Us, as citizens, and around the world.
Great Gatsby.
We're not who we
as
were.
soon as we're losing that food.
And he holds a great Gatsby party.
Yeah.
Just whining and dining.
Same
And
here.
throwing it in your face.
That was a major Freudian slip on his part, if you ask me.
I think it was a show.
Oh, no,
of
that
ours.
was intentional by Connie, lady.
I don't think
That was intentional.
Yeah, I do. I think it was.
Yeah, but that
intentional.
Gatsby, if you read the book, and I've read it many a time.
I got to
Oh,
admit,
that
I did not read the book. I think I saw part of the movie though.
People
But it is.
did
It's
die
about
in the
you know
book.
it's the time in 1920s. You know, the Roaring 20s when you know a lot of people were pretty freaking happy and making lots of
Just
money. What
before
happened
the
next?
Great Depression.
That's right, Jorge. How you doing, brother? That's right.
Good, brother.
Right before the Great Depression.
In government, especially at that time, the crookedness of it. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, we're right there,
I
aren't
don't
we?
know if y'all talked earlier about the Sean Dunn case. I just love the Sean Dunn case, you know.
The Sean Dunn. Remind me of what we're
Yeah.
talking about.
His defense attorney, Sabrina Schroff, said this case, ladies and gentlemen of the jury, is about a sandwich.
Oh, that case. Yes.
And for the 23-year-old, now remember, this is a 23-year veteran of the Border Patrol. Okay, Officer Greg Larimore, which we call our shithole person of the week at Rancho Tire Miter,
A shithole person of the week.
claimed that the sandwich exploded all over
Exploded.
his chest,
Exploded.
and he could smell mustard and onions.
Mustard right there. It was like mustard
And the
gas.
photo
Just
shows that the
real
sandwich
mustard.
was still in the
That's
wrapper
just-
when
was
it hit
right
the
there
ground after it hit his bulletproof vest.
which was very
And what's
dangerous.
A
for
sandwich
the
cannot
sandwich.
be a weapon hurled with force anywhere enough to justify federal charges, and a bulletproof vest is definitely going to keep you safe from a sandwich thrown at you. And they said not guilty and threw the whole goddamn thing out of court.
Yep.
Judge Janine Pirro, nice job, baby girl.
I'm
That
telling
was a
you.
good pay of
That
taxpayer
was.
dollars, right?
Yeah.
I went to the
Judge
slow-mo
Janine.
recap.
This was her second attempt at a grand jury to get something against him. She went for a felony first.
Yes.
And then
And had back
reduced
off
it to-
that.
I didn't even know there was such a thing as a federal misdemeanor. Is there?
Yes.
Apparently
Yes, it's federal
there is.
misdemeanor.
And
You know.
so they went after him, because that's and I think
It's a dangerous sandwich.
Greg Jarrett Larimore, Officer Greg Larimore, everywhere he goes and walks by any reasonable stand-up cop, they already go, dude, you smell like mustard and onion.
It smell like mustard, dude.
Yeah.
What's with the sandwich smell there?
smell?
What's that mustard and onion smell about you, dude? You know,
Tell you about it. How much do you think it cost us to prosecute 1,500 January
geez,
6ers and
you
let
know.
them a free card?
Yeah, and then they pardoned them all. See, that's the whole thing.
And also you paid some of them reparation funds, meaning I think some of those bastards
And
got
some of them are
25,
now
Some of them are
30
working
grand.
for ICE right
Probably.
now. Yeah.
27 million to Ashley Babbitt.
Well, isn't that a prerequisite to be in the ICE? Is you have
I
to
think
be
you have to pretty much
50
swear
grand?
loyalty to the grand poobah to get into the Trump government in any way. You're not joining
Oh,
the
yeah.
U.S. government. You're joining the
I
Trump.
could-
It doesn't.
I could never
Army.
swear.
The oath
I could
they-
never
the
swear
oath they
loyalty.
swore- The oath they swore was they swore the oath to the president. They didn't say Trump, and it wasn't the Constitution. It was to the president. So he sort of didn't make it sound like, it's the same thing. It's fucking to the president. It's the guy who's giving the orders, you know. So basically, yes, it's a fucking what do you call it? It's a coup. This is an ongoing coup, and he's using the government, your own government, against the government.
Yes.
If that
Well,
Yes,
sounds
he is.
Yeah,
Yes,
he's
he
trying to
is.
use our soldiers against us.
And,
Oh, well, look, let me
that
tell you,
is being
if your
tested. That
son-
is being tested.
if your son or
What Pete
daughter
had
is a
said,
soldier
this bullshit with this guy. Another
or
example
is in the
of
military,
somebody who should not be in that position. Everybody you look at in the Trump administration is just a suck up to Donnie. Most of them came from Fox News. That's their job, is to suck up.
26 people in the administration came from Fox News.
Came from Fox News.
Jeez,
Where
man,
do-
is there anybody
Broadcasting.
left over there?
Not
it's
much.
a game show at that place.
Ain't
What
it?
else is a fucking game show? Yeah.
Mm-mm-mm.
Get in and see who can make as much money as you can.
That's
The
what their
cash
job
game
is.
show.
Hey, let me thank Silly Bebo. Brittany came in with a $5 donation and said, Andrew Prince has been summoned to testify before U.S. Congress in the Epstein case. Oh, really? I had not heard
I told
that.
you.
I had not
told
heard
you.
that. Well, come on over.
did not
Let's hear what
mention
you have
that.
to say, baby. And Mark, our Blue Dot greeter, came in with a $5 donation to tell me that George Fillingham would like to hear the song again, John.
I just need you to shut
Right on,
the fuck up, cause nobody asked
ain't
you,
the please,
bitch. I need you to shut the fuck up, bitch. 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 Bow, bow, shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. Bow,
Always
bow,
wants to
shut the
smile.
fuck up. Shut the fuck up. Bow, bow, shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck
I
up.
need to
Bow,
get a
bow.
recording of this song to the Vale schools.
I
Here.
swear I don't have it. I should have it as just a. I should have that on my phone to where I could just play it like music or whatever,
Yeah.
clip,
Our Vale schools,
so I could
the
pull it
Vale
out.
I'd like
school
to
here in
appropriate
Tucson
moment.
needs that song. You've all heard about what's happening here, right?
What's that?
In our school.
Yes,
Another
Closing?
another Charlie Kirk facepalm, mainly over some T-shirts.
Oh, pray tell.
Oh,
It has
yeah, I saw
nothing
that.
to do. It has nothing to do with Charlie Kirk, but they are trying to make it that way. Trying to pick, they are looking for anything that they might be able to link up to them trying to insult
Anything they
Trump
could
and
use to insinuate that. Look at those
They're trying to get
disgusting
these-
Democrats. How they're spoiling his name or whatever. Yeah, I can see them doing.
it has
that.
nothing
What-
to do
what
with
is-
them.
what
It's
is
a,
the
it's a
shirt- what does the
mathematic
shirt
thing.
say? What does the shirt say?
It's shoot, what did it say? It was about mathematics, and I can't come up with it right now, but it looked like it was somewhat of a tie-dye shirt
Right?
with red on it, and they're trying to say that it's supposed to be representative of what happened to Charlie Kirk,
Well,
and
it's
also
Halloween
because these
time.
shirts were
Get out
also
of
worn,
here.
What
and
is that,
also
Miss
these
Chick?
shirts were worn
It was-
again back when Trump was first shot. They're trying to say it was linked up to that they are disrespecting the administration,
Oh,
and it's
please.
like, no, they're
Oh, please.
not.
It
It has
was a
nothing to do with
group of
them.
math teachers, and it was
Yes.
part of the Halloween costume that they had worn a few years
Mhm.
previous. And they just
And
started,
again.
like, sort of bloodied their shirts or whatever, and made it look like math is hard. This is how hard math is. Makes you sweat blood.
Yeah.
And,
Speaking
Yeah,
of Charlie Kirk stuff,
It has nothing to do with them.
Uh,
MAGA will not move on. They are looking for a way to make Charlie Kirk into an ultimate martyr for their cause.
okay,
Good luck
you
with
know
that.
his wife is scheduled this new show that's going to be opposite of the halftime show at the Super Bowl, right?
Yes, yes, I did know that.
Now, what's
Yeah.
upset me
Good
is
luck with that,
Lucas
too.
and Willie Nelson decided to sign on to play at this thing. And that's
Oh,
not,
I believe
Billy,
that
that ain't cool.
JD Vance and Kirk's wife, I believe, have been seen
Yeah,
together.
we all saw the
That's
we
all
all
I'll
saw the
say on that.
hair, the hand
Oh
in the hair.
yeah, those tight pants. Yeah.
but, I mean, You know, she's doing this
And
thing
not
to,
chips.
to play opposite of Bad Bunny at the Super Bowl. And says it's not about politics or religion. No, it's about love and family. You know,
That's
oh,
about money.
bullshit.
Then why is she
Bullshit.
doing it during the Super Bowl?
Bullshit. And how Lucas Nelson suckered his dad into doing a video for this, I don't know, but I'm sure pissed
I
off
haven't
at
seen
me.
the video.
I'll tell
You're
you
talking
this.
about Willie
Do
Nelson.
not underestimate
Lucas and Willie Nelson
Willie.
are doing a video for this halftime show.
Yeah,
That
knowing Willie,
Erica,
it's not going to be what they
it's
think.
produced by Erica Kirk. Okay.
Hmm.
Seriously, I read this tonight. It's kind of like, what?
So she's paying for it.
I'd be
Really,
thinking
Willie?
that's some
Paying for it.
AI shit. That's what
Willie's
my
gonna
son would
play
tell me.
on this?
Yeah.
It does not sound like something Willie Nelson would be involved in.
No.
It says no. Willie
not-
is
There's links
Yeah.
to it.
claimed it's all rumors.
Look it up.
What?
Yeah. Well, mamas don't let your babies become Republicans.
That's it.
Yeah.
Hey, that'd be a perfect song. Mama, don't let your babies grow up
You know,
to be Republican.
if
be
he is
Nazi.
doing it,
That'd
be a
if
great
he
song.
is doing it, it is. I have to believe it's with the intention of building a bridge, of
Doing something nice, but
doing
you
something
can't
nice.
do nothing nice with these people.
No.
You know,
No.
that's the problem. You can't deal with these people as nice because they're
There's-
not nice people.
They're not nice.
There's a saying. There's a saying. If you let them get on your back, they'll go for your throat.
I'm just
Oh,
saying,
yeah.
the guy in my book was preaching a false prophecy. You know, he
Yep.
was
He was
blinded
funded
by
by
his
Tea
own
Party
religion.
billionaires. That guy. That's how it all
Mhm.
started. Okay, this is not a legit thing to start with. It's a Tea Party fucking thing.
Yeah.
It's like Sarah Palin
Yeah.
saying she can see
There-
the Russians across out of her kitchen window. You know,
Oh,
kind of.
God, yeah.
I'm
That kind of
telling you,
bullshit.
I swear, everything that we've gone through, everything that we have gone through in the last 10 years, has been because. Well, I don't know what the date was. It was the day that Obama had his had the National Press dinner.
Yeah, press
Oh,
club,
when
and
he
he
roasted-
talked about
when he
Trump.
roasted
He made
Johnny.
fun of
When he
Trump.
made fun of Trump right there, and then Trump decided to run, and that is when he started to sell all the hate, all the questions about Obama's birth certificate and all that shit, and every stinking racist out there found their man
Yep.
right there.
And you know, they
And
talk
that
about
is what we're
Trump.
still dealing with right now. That is what the Tea Party was born of. That's what all this maggot shit is born of.
Yeah.
And
you
I
know,
hope
you
that,
talk
that
about Trump-
our hope is
Trump
that the
wanted to go to
conservatives
heaven.
out there find their way.
They
You
You know,
found
we
their
don't mind if
foghorn
you're
leghorn.
conservative, just don't be a dick. You know,
That was their foghorn leghorn.
Yeah.
Trump wanted
You know,
to go
it's
to
like
heaven,
these,
right?
um,
And 10 years ago, we saw him come down that escalator. But you
Yep.
see what happens when he tries to go up one, right?
Yeah.
No.
didn't work. Didn't work.
He ain't
It's
going to
like,
heaven.
He's not in for going up, man. He's just a down kind of guy. It's
tell
what
you
he
what,
sells.
The day he goes to prison, I hope Foghorn Leghorn
I hope I
is
live
in
long
the
enough.
cell. Oh yeah.
The thing is that these two apparent assassination attempts on Trump, the two shootings that took place, you know, if they were genuine, I swear to God, they would be exploiting that in every way, shape, or form. But it didn't. It went quiet. They shut it down because they knew they fucked up because there's too many inquiring
Somebody
minds.
died, okay, behind it.
And,
Yeah.
But
oh,
I
yes.
don't
Somebody
think
died.
Trump was even hit.
Here's
They
my
weren't
take on-
thinking.
Your cartilage doesn't heal, okay?
Nope.
If you get a nick in your ear, it's going to be in there
It's
for
gonna be
life.
there. Yeah.
I don't know if you've ever seen how they brand like hogs and shit, but they put a
Well,
notch in
I
their
was
ear.
getting to that, Jorge.
Yeah.
They've had many of close-up shots of his ear over
Not
the
a
last
scratch.
6 months,
Not
and there's no
anything.
evidence of any damage, not a scratch, no. And
Let me-
you know the fact that they
And
didn't
there's blood
use
all
it as
over
a
his
weapon,
face and
but
everything. And,
the
yeah.
bastard is weaponizing food for those that can't afford food. You know,
Exactly.
just it's so wrong in
You
so
gotta
many ways,
remember
you know.
the head of the WWE just gave him just what he needed to make it look authentic.
Oh, it was staged. It was rehearsed. It was rehearsed, most definitely. But then again, you get
But
those
somebody died. Okay,
Yo,
that's
yeah.
the
they
that's the
didn't
part
calculate
that
on that.
even if it was a bullshit thing, somebody died behind this.
Yeah.
Well,
That's why
That's what you
that's
can't
the
look.
start keeping it
A
quiet.
Tasmanian devil running through the White House, destroying the government. He's a Tasmanian devil in a sheep suit eating wolves.
That's not fair to
He's
Tasmanian
exactly
devils,
who
mate.
we all
That's not
think he
fair.
is. He's a
That's not
thief
fair to
and a
Tasmanian
liar
devil.
and a cheat, and he's in our house to steal as much money as he possibly can in any manner that he can. He is selling everything this country has to offer, baby. All
The
wrapped
East
up
Wing
in a bow to
bricks.
anybody that
I saw
has the
some
money.
He wants to sell the bricks from the East Wing.
Damn, I love you too. I wouldn't doubt it.
Well, those guys aren't
Anything
getting,
he can
those
make a
guys aren't
buck
getting
on.
paid.
Huh?
John, they're not getting paid. Those contractors are not getting paid. They're trying to get the money out of the Donny for the
Good luck,
destruction.
baby.
well, how many ICE agents are not getting paid? They're getting promises.
What makes
I
me
gotta
think
say,
if you're an ICE agent right now, especially one that was recently hired, it doesn't matter if you get a paycheck. You trust the big guy; he'll pay me later. Just let me get him. Let me have him.
You're living off the bonus, baby.
That's the image I have of the people
I
that
think
have
Hey, Joe,
joined
I
ICE
am
the
lately.
bonus, even
I
the
think they're
government shutdown,
more
they're
like
paying that bonus.
January 6th defendants who all got pardoned.
I got a sandwich I could throw.
Yeah, got a sandwich.
long as it's soft. Don't toast it. If you
I'm
toast
tempted.
it, then it's hard.
Yeah, it's hard. Don't be
I'm-
doing that.
Anybody ever heard of a knuckle sandwich?
Yeah, baby.
Yeah.
I've had a few. I've eaten a few.
I've delivered a few and I've received a couple.
Yeah, I've received a few myself. Hey,
You know,
it's
my
right here.
nose
It's right
wasn't
here on the
always
headline of
crooked,
what
you
is
know?
this? This is MSNBC. Y'all see the big picture on MSNBC? Trump's latest golden addition to the White House. Yeah, it's the doors that lead into the Oval Office, and right above the
Oh,
door
yeah.
now
Put a
there
sign
are
on it.
gold. Yeah, they're gold scrolls, or I don't know what the proper word for it is.
Well,
Fancy
it's
fancy
so done
workings
they can get
above it,
lost.
made out of gold, because
I think
it's
they're
the
called
door he
Apple
goes. It's the door he uses, so it's got to have gold somehow. If that that alone,
You know, it just makes you want to slap the shit out of
it
some
just
bitch,
makes you
don't
want to
it?
just every one of them, just line them up
Yeah.
and slap the shit out of them all.
I
But
don't
you
really
want
want
it,
to
though.
judge Trump because
Well,
we
he-
haven't actually seen his health records, and I don't want to catch whatever he's got.
Yeah, I don't want nothing what he's got. He's got. Yeah, but you listen to his spokesperson. He's just as healthy as ever. He's got the body of an
God,
18-year-old. He's he's gonna leap tall buildings in a single bound and all that shit. Yeah.
Like the latest thing when somebody at one of the press at a press conference, they asked that Levitt gal about
Yeah.
why the MRI, if they get some answers on that. She went,
Yeah.
well, you all know that was just routine. It's,
Yeah.
he
No.
is in optimal physical health. And that's what she said.
An
And I'm
MRI
like,
is not routine.
well, no, but
And
They only do an
Oh,
MRI
God,
when you
no,
go, ow,
Lady.
this hurts. Well, we'll do an MRI on that. We'll find out what it is.
oh, those
Hey,
things
John,
are not,
Come up with that bullshit.
going
It
through
just,
that is not something people should go through. I have to every three times a
it's a
year.
heavy dose of radiation.
Yes, it is. That's
Yes,
why I'm
it
always
is.
having to be watched because of how much
Yeah,
I
That's how
have to
come
go
they
into
walk
it.
behind that damn door, that big wall over there, because they work.
I'm going to
in
make
there.
one statement.
That's why they wear lead shields.
Yeah. What's
I'm
that?
going to make a statement, John.
All right, go ahead.
I'm going to make a
Adrenaline.
statement.
Cool.
With that MSNBC, it's costing us billions of dollars for this guy to be here.
Oh,
I don't
shit.
care if it costs us trillions of dollars when he leaves to erase everything he's touched.
Oh yes.
I'm all for that. Really. Everything that he is, to get rid of I never want to see gold again. I never want to
Yes.
see gold again. As the headline it says Trump's latest golden edition cheapens the White House. And every time I see him on TV sitting out there in the gold chairs, in the gold vases on the background, the gold stuff, it cheapens it. It does.
If
It
I had the
doesn't
money
look
to buy
wealthy. It
every
looks
brick,
cheap.
Gold paint.
It looks just
if
no
I had the
taste.
money,
Yeah.
I would buy every single brick from that jackass just so I could put it back in place after it
Oh
demolished.
man, you do have to wonder,
It's looking like
what that's going to do.
the United Arab Emirates building. Their parliament or their palaces are
Oh,
big.
all like that. All those Arabs.
Well, they need
and all
someplace
the
for the
gold
grand,
everywhere.
And the
entrance
Kremlin.
and
The grand
Yeah.
poo-poo.
Now,
Oh,
I'm not
no.
going to incriminate myself, but I will tell you this.
Well, then don't.
I saw a whorehouse in Reno that looked a lot like the gold
I'm telling
stuff
you,
in-
they use a lot of that fake gold there too.
yeah.
Is that
the
at the end of the
Reminds me of a
block?
lot of the stuff saved from the House of Lords back in Joplin back in the day. So, the museum there still has a bunch of the stuff from that, and yeah, very resemblant to Trump's taste.
The last thing I was going to say about what I saw in the news is about Tanzania. Have you seen anything about that?
No.
No.
I've seen some, but
Tanzania?
I haven't been able to actually get into it
No.
yet.
So apparently, one of the factions has been shooting the protesters and throwing their bodies in pits. And we have three. It automatically made me think about we've got like 3,000 unaccounted for detainees from ICE.
Oh, don't
What,
put
in
that like-
Tanzania?
For the Navajo natives still.
Yeah, then while the Navajo the Native Americans were the ones that are basically, hey, this is a red light. You need to be looking at what's going on.
Oh yeah, it's been a big red light out down here. Everybody's
They had
not happy.
violence
We
in
all need to
Tanzania
keep an eye
after the
on
election
what's going
yesterday.
on all over the place. That's our
After
job.
October 29th.
That's our job, baby. Hey, let me thank Lincoln, who came in with a $5 donation and said two things Donald Trump likes: golden decorations and golden showers. He likes that gold stuff. That's what I heard. That's what I
Good one,
heard.
Lincoln.
Heard there's even a video of it. Which would explain a whole lot of him and his willingness to get out and kiss Putin's ass, because that's what he's done ever since he's gotten this
You gotta
house.
understand, Putin is the richest man in the world, right?
Pretty
I
damn
don't know if you
wealthy.
all know that.
Yeah,
No, he's got way
he just
more
can't
money
spend
than
it
Elon.
nowhere.
He's the richest man in the world. So who's Johnny gonna suck up to?
The guy
You
with
know?
the money. And the
That's
guy that
another
may
guy
just possibly have a pee-pee tape. I don't know.
Well,
I heard.
don't know
I
either
heard.
about that.
But
But it doesn't
Heard a
matter.
rumor.
No, he knows about money laundering and Trump Tower and all that shit.
Oh yeah.
Because hell, Trump Tower is still occupied by Russians.
There's
Uh-huh.
there's
And
a
it was-
sick
I'm just
And you gotta
saying.
remember, it was a concrete built thing, which meant he had to do business with Fat Tony, who ran the concrete stuff for the mafia
Let me
down
tell you, Matt,
in New York
the
at that
Russians
time.
The Russians
So
in the
he
White
got
House
the
as well.
mafia and the Russians all up in that building.
Oh yeah.
Tell you, Barty, you understand
ahead.
that there's a sick cycle of people doing this to each other and for each other and from each other. So Putin came in the early 80s as a KGB agent, and they had already recruited his first wife's father-in-law.
Trump
no,
has
his first wife's
a
should
step
say.
back into the world, into world
Right.
politics. He was cast out from the table a long time ago. He's trying to get
Yeah.
back in. It's big on him.
Yep.
So anyway, I guess we're going to wrap it up for the evening. I want to thank everybody for coming in. It was a very good show tonight, lively conversation, and I appreciate that.
Thank you, John.
Adrenaline, thank you for
Thank
coming
you.
in, brother.
You guys have a wonderful night. Love you, Blue Dots.
Outstanding. We love you back, brother. Thank you very
Likewise, my
much.
friend.
And let me see here. Joe,
Yes, sir.
thank you, brother.
You're very welcome.
Hey, thank you for thank
What?
you for the dinner. Thank you for my dinner, by
Well,
the way.
it was just a little snack.
A little snack. There's enough turkey on there to. Yeah.
Well, you know what? Even no matter if we lose our snap, we got to eat turkey this
Joe showed up at
November.
my house bright and early this morning, had a plate for me. Outstanding.
Yes,
Just
sir.
a price.
Anytime.
Just a
Outstanding. I
price.
appreciate it. I love you, brother.
I love you too, brother.
All right. Take care of yourself, and we'll see you later.
Yes, sir.
Outstanding. And Jorge, Mr. Tire Biter. Oh, he ducked him. Something must have happened. Something must be going on for him to walk away from the microphone. Anyway, Dave.
Yep,
There
that's
you
me.
go. Dave, I appreciate you coming in, brother.
Well,
I knew you was loaded for bear. I knew when I came
well,
in, see, yeah, I knew
I,
you was
you know,
loaded.
I've been hanging back. I've been enjoying listening because I've seen of late something that encourages me: more American voices getting up and speaking on the show. Some old voices from past that we haven't heard from in a while, and some new voices, and that's encouraging, and that's
That is.
what it's all about. It's the American voice that's got to get out there. Um, so, yeah, I'm
I see
happy
new
to
names
hear.
in the chat that new names that I haven't
Yes,
seen before.
yes,
And so we want to
and
welcome
I'm sure
everybody.
you'll get them up.
Yeah, yeah, it's family atmosphere in here, baby. Welcome to the family. That's all I can say. That's what we
Put your
do
hand
here.
up, guys. All right.
Huh?
Good night, Mr. Chick. Good night, John. Good
Good
night,
night,
America.
Dave. Take care of yourself.
Night, Dave.
Thanks for the win. Good night.
You bet. And Jorge's just not listening. He's not there. Jorge, thank you very much. I hope everything's all right. Give my best to Dan and all that shit. Anyway, Lady Freedom Rocks.
Yep.
Oh, good.
All right.
Scared me for a minute.
Thank you for having me on.
Yes, dear. Enjoyed it.
Yeah, thank you for having me on. And keep rocking in the free world, Blue Dots. Lady
That's
Freedom
it.
out.
Outstanding, baby. Take care of yourself.
You
And
too.
one more chance for Jorge. Nope, Jorge's not there. So
Going gone.
gone. Miss Chick.
John.
That was fun.
Did I mention that Wednesday the 5th, I was able to follow someone who was at the Refuse Fascism December, I don't know, rally march?
Right.
They marched, they paraded around. It was pretty good. I don't know what the count was because other people were ignoring it, I guess. There was a good crowd there. I would say from the little bit that I could see, it might have been near 2,000. But I'm not positive on that. They are not done. Today was, let's see, Friday. What did they do today?
Today's Thursday.
I'm sorry, today was Thursday. Today they were marching from George Washington University to Georgetown University. Did that at 11 a.m. today. Tomorrow at 9 a.m., they are going to be out Supreme Court because I think they're supposed to be looking at a case that turns back the marriage law.
Oh, yes, the
Same-sex marriage and all that fun stuff.
On the passport.
I don't know what they officially call that, but they're calling it a demand to keep what was already there, the marriage equality. Love, they're saying love won and we're going back.
There you go, baby.
For
Stand
that.
your ground.
And that's tomorrow at 9 a.m. if you happen to be in D. find yourself on the steps. Court.
If you're in
And
D.C., you should be at the
Saturday,
protest.
yeah. And Saturday, again in D.C. at 11 a.m., there's a neighborhood march through Columbia Heights. It's one of the neighborhoods that was targeted by ICE. They're marching there in solidarity.
Outstanding.
And Sunday, the 11th, it sounds like there might be something veterans are going to do on Sunday, the 9th. They didn't, no war on USC, but they didn't have the full details on that one. So they're going to keep momentum going. And I know some of the other groups, like Liberty and some of the other veteran groups, are going to be doing stuff on later on the 20th, 21st, something like that.
Yeah.
The veterans proper are going to be out on November 11th, Veterans Day. A lot of them might be at your local VAs and in different places like that, protesting the heck they need to protest, whatever their sign say, all in support of democracy, damn it, and the Constitution.
There you go. Good things.
So I posted some stuff in the chat. You can scroll back and find it, but Flies, Us, 5051, there's different places to find resist fascism, find out about the events.
Yeah. Pretty easy to find out if there's an event near you, especially. As a matter of fact, you can just Google that. Is there a
900 events going on this weekend, and it's been consistent. There's been hundreds of tests since the larger one that we had on. It's just ongoing. And get involved. Find one that you go to every week. They have what they call pop-ups.
There's the key words there. Get involved. You
get
want
involved.
To be a part
and
of this.
Some of the pop-ups, some of the pop-ups locally here right now, what they do is they say, come on over to blah, blah, blah. We're going to be out there for an hour and bring canned goods.
There you go.
We're going to donate those canned goods to the local food bank.
Outstanding.
Different things. Help neighbors. That's
stepping up and helping when you can.
Yeah, stepping up, stepping out. Keep visible. Keep it visible. And keep sharing this shit.
They what?
Had some wonderful shit sharers.
We had shit sharers again? I love these guys.
Imagine. Tracy F. from Kansas. Wait a minute. That's the list. That was Tuesday's list. This page over. Here we go. It was Bear Bar in Florida. Loretta S. in New Mexico. Ange in West Virginia. Melody in Virginia. Roger C. in Illinois. And Elliot's Nebraska. All shared this shit.
And we appreciate the hell out of them sharing our shit. And it grows the family, but it spreads the message, baby. If you're listening to this, you're listening to other people too, and I just want you to be involved because we all have to be, baby. Everything's on the line. This is the most important election, the midterms coming up. It's gonna mark which way this country's gonna end up going, baby. And you want to be a part of history, so stay involved. And to all our shit sharers, we appreciate the shit out of that.
Yep, and check on your neighbors. Just check on your neighbors. If they're okay, see things, if they're being affected by this.
Do I have to?
Maybe you can, treat them a meal. No.
Yeah.
Invite them over for lunch.
I'm assuming all my neighbors are all right. How could they not be? So.
Well, you never can tell.
Yeah, never can tell. I wave at them every damn time. Anyway. It is Thursday. You know what that means. It means that tomorrow is Friday, so put the beer on the ice, baby. Get it ready. Get it nice and ice cold down, and we'll get ready to fire one up tomorrow and get into the weekend and hope things are getting better. Last thing I heard, there was some talk of some compromises going on with the shutdown, but if it doesn't include what the Democrats are asking for, then I can assume this is going to go on. But at any rate. We'll be back here live again Sunday night for another Blue Dot family meeting. So until then, do the best you can. Put a smile on your face. Give that shit away to everybody you can. And this, yeah, you got damn good reason to it. Just get that little evil smile going on. Yeah, we kicked her ass. Anyway, I love you, Miss Chick. Thank you for everything you do. Mark, thank you. And good night, Miss Chick.
John,